Dear students, today we start a new lesson number 13, organic nitrogen compounds. So many functional groups we have already completed. Alcoholic group, ethers, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acids and derivative of carboxylic acids like amide, ester, anhydride, acid halide. So many functional groups have completed. Preparation, properties and uses over. Next, nitrogen based functional groups. The organic compounds containing nitrogen based functional groups will be discussed in this lesson. So we have many nitrogen based functional groups. So this is called a nitro group. NH2 amino group. This is called a cyanide. Isocyanide. So diazonium salts. If chlorine is present, diazonium chloride. So these are all nitrogen based functional groups. So compounds containing nitrogen based functional groups will be discussed in this lesson. So this is organic nitrogen compounds. First we take nitro compounds. The first functional group which we are going to discuss is nitro compound. NO2. So this is neutral group NO2, right? So the same type will be observed in some other places. For example, NO2 plus, NO2 minus means they are ions. This is a common electrophile. So in all nitration process we have observed NO2 plus, right? So nitronium ion, electrophile. So this is an anion, polyatomic anion, nitrite, okay? But don't confuse these with this organic functional group. Okay, so this is called a nitro group, a neutral nitro group, which will be attached with R. So the general formula for nitro compound is RNO2. R may be aliphatic or aromatic. So this will be changed. So nitro compounds, their preparation properties, uses going to be discussed in this lesson. Now nitro compound, general formula RNO2. First one, 3 more question. Explain the classification of nitro compound. Nitro compound is classified into 2 types based on the group attached with the functional group. NO2 is a functional group. The group attached with the functional group will be different. So based on this R, we have 2 types of nitro compounds. One is aliphatic, another one is aromatic. Aliphatic nitro compounds, the aromatic nitro compounds. Aliphatic nitro compound is of 2 types. This is called nitroalkanes. Example, CH3, CH2, NO2. So R is ethyl group. So the aliphatic ethyl group is present. So this is nitroalkane. Common name is, generally this homologous series is called nitroalkane. We have 2 carbon atoms. So this is called nitroethane. It's an example for nitroalkanes. One more type of aliphatic nitro compound is alkyl nitrides. CH3, CH2, O, N double bond O. So this is called ethyl nitrite. So there is a difference in that. When we observe the functional group, you can see the functional group. 1 nitrogen, 2 oxygen atom. The same arrangement is possible for alkyl nitrate also. Molecular formula same. 1 nitrogen atom, 2 oxygen atom. So from the formula, we know that both are similar. But based on the bonding, these two are having different properties. Because nitrogen is bonded with the carbon. Here oxygen is bonded with the carbon. So molecular formula NO2, one nitrogen, two oxygen. If nitrogen is bonded with the carbon, this is called a nitroalkane. If oxygen is bonded with the carbon, this is called alkyl nitrite. This is nitroethane, this is ethyl nitrite, ITE. Okay. So aliphatic compounds are of two types. Then this is an alkyl group. So this methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl. So this is an alkyl group. We know that there are three types of alkyl groups. So again, nitroalkane is classified into three types based on the alkyl group: primary, secondary, tertiary. So primary nitroalkane, secondary nitroalkane, tertiary nitroalkane. So this nitroalkane is belonging to what type? This is belonging to primary nitroalkane, because the head carbon is bonded with only one carbon. The carbon bonded with functional group is called a head carbon. Now head carbon is bonded with only one carbon. So this is primary. So the nitroalkane is called primary nitroalkane. So this is nitroethane. Now which is a head carbon here? This is head carbon. The carbon bonded with the functional group is called head carbon. Now head carbon is bonded with the two more carbon atoms. So this alkyl group is secondary in nature. So the nitroalkane is called a secondary nitroalkane. What about UPOC name? Only three carbon atoms. At second position we have a nitro group. So this is 2-nitropropane. Now which is head carbon? The carbon attached to the functional group is a head carbon. The head carbon is bonded with three more carbon atoms. So this is tertiary in nature. So the nitroalkane is tertiary. So primary, secondary, tertiary nitroalkanes are there. So nitroalkane is of three types based on the alkyl group or based on head carbon bonded with how much other carbon atoms. So we have three types. So with this aliphatic nitroalkane over aromatic nitroalkane, this is of two types. Nitroarenes. What is the general formula for nitro compound? RNO2. The R may be an aryl group, right? Like a phenyl C6H5. So what is a simple example? This one. Functional group is bonded with a benzene ring. So this is C6H5. So nitrobenzene is an example for nitroarene. Instead of aliphatic group, we have an aromatic group here. Next one. Aryl nitroalkane. One more type of aromatic nitro compound is aryl nitroalkane. Take this example. So this is derived from nitroalkane. CH3NO2. What is the name? Nitromethane. Aliphatic nitro compound. CH3NO2 is aliphatic nitro compound. Name nitromethane. If one hydrogen atom of nitromethane, CH3NO2, nitromethane, aliphatic nitroalkane. It's called aliphatic compound. So take nitromethane. One hydrogen atom is replaced by a benzene ring. So this is called as aryl nitroalkanes. From nitroalkanes, one hydrogen is replaced by an aryl group. So this is called aryl nitroalkane generally. So we may say the exact name for this. Only phenyl group is attached with head carbon. So this is phenyl nitromethane. Okay. So benzene ring can be directly attached with the functional group. So this is called nitroarenes. Benzene ring will be attached with the side chain of functional group. Right? So benzene ring may be attached with the head carbon. So this is called aryl nitroalkane. So 3 more questions. Write a note on classification of nitro compounds. Next one, we move into the UPAC nomenclature. So take this straight chain compound. We are going to give UPAC name. What is the formula? Formula to give UPAC name. First, we have to mention prefix, then root word, primary suffix, secondary suffix. So for each compound, you find what is the prefix, root word, primary suffix and the secondary suffix. Just add all these words, you will get UPAC name. So as I told, this is the functional group. Usually in UPAC nomenclature, the name of functional group will be taken as a secondary suffix, isn't it? Alcohol means last 2 letters, OL is taken as a secondary suffix. Aldehyde, AL is a secondary suffix. Ketone, last 3 letters, ONE is taken as a secondary suffix. Carboxylic acid means oic acid will be the secondary suffix. So for functional group, the name will be taken as a secondary suffix. Right? But here, this is an exception case. The name of functional group nitro will be taken as prefix. So be careful while giving the UPAC name. So functional group nitro group is considered as a substituent, will be mentioned as a prefix here. So we may give the number. So we have totally 4 carbon atoms in the chain. While giving the UPAC name, first rule we have to select the longest chain. Then we should give the number for the chain containing least number of carbon, least number for the head carbon. So we have selected the longest chain. Then number is allotted. Head carbon is having least number. So nitro group is attached to this carbon. So the head carbon should have least number. So the number is given from right to left. Okay. Now we have a functional group. It's called a nitro. Functional group will be mentioned as substituent. So this is an exception compound. What is the position of nitro group? First position. So 1 nitro. Root word. Longest chain contains 4 carbon atoms. So this is but. Between the carbon atoms in the chain, only single bond. So saturated compound. So ANE is a primary suffix. Secondary suffix will not be mentioned because we have taken functional group as a substituent here. So there won't be secondary suffix. If secondary suffix is there, while connecting these two, last letter will be striked out. But here we don't have secondary suffix. So connect all these words. 1 nitro butane. So what is the general name? Nitroalkane. Nitroalkane. So that based on number of carbon atom, it may be nitromethane, nitroethane, nitropropane, nitrobutane. Like that. So general name nitroalkane. For carbon atoms more than 2, you have to mention the position of nitro group. Okay. So if number of carbon atoms more than 2 means straight chain as well as branched chain possible. So that always indicate the position for the functional group nitro group. So take first UPAC name in your book, page number 198. CH3, CH, CH3, CH2NO2. What about the UPAC name for this compound? First select longest chain. give the number. Right to left, we give the number. Now, prefix nitro group is mentioned here. 1 nitro. Okay. So along with this, we have one more substituent. What is it? Methyl group. So we have a substituent. Methyl. The position is 2 at second carbon. Methyl group is there. And total number of carbon atoms in the longest chain are 3. So root word primary suffix, only single bond presence between the carbon atoms A and E. Now secondary suffix. So we can omit secondary suffix totally. So how will you write the UPOC name? Just to connect all these. While mentioning the substituents, we have to follow alphabetical order. So 2-methyl, 1-nitro, propane. First compound over second compound. So for this compound, select the longest chain. Numbers can be given. We have a nitro group at first carbon as well as methyl group at second position. Totally we have 2 methyl group. So 2, 2 dimethyl. So 2 methyl groups at second position. So prefix 2, 2 dimethyl, 1 nitro. In the longest chain only 3 carbon atoms, root word primary suffix A and E. So this is 2, 2 dimethyl, 1 nitro, propane. So in your book, take the second one. The name is mentioned is the wrong one. 1, 2, not 1, 2. So below the structure, you can observe name is given as a wrong one. Just to change it as 2, 2 dimethyl, 1 nitro, propane. Okay, so in the first column, you change the name. Then third one. Nitroarenes. So this is called nitrobenzene. Nitro group is attached with benzene. So root word of benzene. And we have nitro group. So this is called a nitrobenzene. Fourth compound. So root word as usual benzene. In benzene at 2 different positions we have 2 substituents because we assume functional group as a substituent here. So we have a nitro group as well as methyl group. So 2 substituents present means we have to give the number. The carbon attached with the functional group should have least number. So the position for nitro group is 1, for methyl 2. This should be mentioned as 2 methyl 1 nitro benzene. So this should be the correct name, but what is given in your book? 2 nitro 1 methyl benzene. So alphabetical order is not followed as well as a number system is also not followed properly. So just to take fourth compound, 2 methyl 1 nitro benzene, you just change the name. This is the last year book now. Many mistakes are there. So this year we will check whether they are changing the name or not. So this is 2 methyl 1 nitro benzene. We have to follow alphabetical order and the position of substance will also be changed. Next compound, So we have 3 nitro groups. What about position? 1, 3, 5. In 3 positions, nitro groups are available. 1, 3, 5. Totally, how much nitro groups? 3. So, trinitro. Prefix 135, trinitro. Root word benzene. So, the UPOG name of the compound is 135 trinitrobenzene. Next compound, aryl nitroalkane. This is an example for aryl nitroalkane. So this is assumed as what? Derivative of nitroalkane. From nitroethane, one hydrogen is replaced by a phenyl group. Okay. So we have 2 carbon atoms in the longest chain. At second position, we have a substituent, phenyl. Then functional group is always assumed as a substituent at first position. So 2 root words will, 2 prefixes will be there. 2 phenyl and 1 nitro. A root word of benzene. So 2 phenyl, 1 nitro, benzene. So longest chain having 2 carbon atoms. So root word of eth, primary suffix ane. So 2 phenyl, 1 nitro, ethane. So in page number 198, so this is the last compound. Next one, a 5 mark question. With this UPOG nomenclature over. Next one, 5 mark question. Explain the isomerism exhibited by organic nitro compound. So what is the isomerism exhibited by this nitro compounds? First one, chain isomerism. So already we have studied different types of isomerisms in 11th standard. 4 types of isomerisms are exhibited by nitro compounds. First one we take chain isomerism. CH3, CH2, 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 NO2. So we have the longest chain containing 4 carbon atoms. So this is 1 nitro butane. Take another example, CH3, CH2, CH, NO2, CH3. So this is 2 nitro butane. What about molecular formula for both the compounds? 4 carbon atoms, 11 hydrogen atoms, 1 nitrogen atom, 2 oxygen atoms. So molecular formula for both the compounds is similar. 5, 7 and 9. So both these 2 compounds, 1 nitrobutane as well as 2 nitrobutane, both are having same molecular formula C4H9NO2. But the chain is different. So 2 compounds with the same molecular formula but different chain means they are called chain isomers, and the property is known as chain isomerism. So this is a straight chain compound, this is a branched chain compound. First isomerism over. Second isomerism, position or positional isomerism. Position isomerism. The same examples can be considered. Nitro group is attached with the first carbon. Here, nitro group is attached with the second carbon. So position of functional group is different, but molecular formula is same. So compounds with the same molecular formula but different position for the functional groups, they are called positional isomers, and the property is known as positional isomerism. Next one, functional isomerism. So this is called butyl nitrite. This is nitroalkane. This is alkyl nitrite. Alkyl group is butyl group, N-butyl. Okay. So this is butyl nitrite. What about molecular formula? Both are having same molecular formula, C4H9NO2, but functional group is different. So this is nitro group, this is nitrite group. Nitrogen is bonded with carbon, oxygen is bonded with carbon. So molecules are compounds with the same molecular formula but different functional groups. They are functional isomers and the property is known as functional isomerism. So we have completed 3 isomerisms: chain, position and functional isomerism. Next one, this is a separate 3 mark also, tautomerism. Consider nitromethane. So this is the structure of nitromethane, CH3NO2. This is coordinate covalent bond. Nitrogen donated a pair of electron to oxygen. So this is coordinate covalent bond. So with arrow mark is given. The arrow mark indicates which is donor, which is acceptor. This is electron pair donor. This is electron pair acceptor. So consider this nitromethane. Now the nitrogen has more electronegativity. So bonded pair of electrons will move towards the oxygen. So comparing carbon and nitrogen, electronegativity of oxygen is more. So the tendency will be more. The bonded pair of electrons will have the tendency to move towards oxygen. So this electron will be shifted here. Oxygen will get negative charge, right? Then nitrogen will have a positive charge, yeah? Due to the shifting of that. So this hydrogen will come out as H plus. Okay, there will be positive charge here. Hydrogen will come out as H plus. This is acidic hydrogen. Always alpha hydrogen is acidic hydrogen. So carbon will get negative charge. The negative charge will be made as a double bond to neutralize positive charge on nitrogen. So due to electronegativity difference, the pi electron is moving towards oxygen. Oxygen gets a negative charge. Nitrogen will get positive charge. To balance that, the negative charge on carbon will be made as a double bond. This will be the arrangement. Next, the liberated H plus will attack this O minus. CH2 double bond NOH and the coordinate covalent bond between nitrogen and oxygen. So we have taken nitromethane. This is alpha carbon. Hydrogen is acidic hydrogen. Generally, the hydrogen can leave as H plus. Due to electronegativity difference, there is a shifting of pi electron. We have obtained this one. So this is called a nitro form. So this is an important 3 mark also. This is called a nitro form. This is called ASI form. ASI form, ASI nitro form or iso nitro form. So any one name can be mentioned. Nitro form, ASI form. Due to this electron displacements, the property will be slightly changed. Okay. So the process of changing one form into another form is called a tautomerization. So two compounds are having different properties due to this rearrangement, due to the rearrangement in the structure, due to the displacement of hydrogen. Hydrogen is moving from one place into another place. So due to the displacement of hydrogen, so there is a rearrangement. The process is called a tautomerization. The two compounds are called the tautomers, nitroform and acinitroform, collectively known as tautomers. The process of interchanging is called a tautomerization, and the property is known as tautomerism. So due to two different forms of nitro compound, there is a slight change in the property. So a tabular column is given in page number 199. When we compare the acidic property, nitro form has less acidic character, but acid form has more acidic character. Then it has acidic nature, so that it can be added with bases. So when we dissolve nitro form of compound, the dissolving process, that means dissolution process, will be a slow process, but acid form will dissolve easily in the sodium hydroxide. Next, ferric chloride salt is present in laboratory. Ferric chloride salt is a colored salt. You take the solution of ferric chloride, add nitro form of compound. Nitro compound is added with ferric chloride solution. The color will be disappeared, almost brownish color. So color of ferric chloride will be disappeared. So this decolorization is mainly due to nitro form. But acid form, when you add acid form with ferric chloride, color will be obtained as a reddish brown color. And fourth one, electrical conductivity. This has low electrical conductivity. Acid form has more electrical conductivity. So these are the differences between nitro form as well as acid form. Next, two more questions. What is responsible for the acidic nature of this nitro compounds? Why nitro compounds are acidic in nature? Because the nitro group is electron withdrawing group. Yesterday we have studied acidic nature of carboxylic acid. We studied many examples of electron withdrawing groups like halogens, fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo, cyanide in this nitro group. So these are all electron withdrawing groups. So the bonded pair of electrons are moving towards this side. Then electron density will be reduced here. Hydrogen can easily leave us H+, which will act as an acid. The substance provides H+ ion. It's called acid. So due to more electronegativity, this side, this is electron withdrawing group. Electron density is decreased here, so that hydrogen can give the pair of electron, bonded pair of electron to the carbon. So it gets a slightly positive charge. To balance that, hydrogen gives bonded pair of electron to carbon, which is leaving us H+. So this is responsible for acidic property of nitro compound. Take nitroethane. This is nitromethane, which will have more acidic character. This will have more acidic character. As we told, alkyl groups are electron releasing groups. There should be less number of alkyl groups. So in a compound, if you have less number of electron releasing groups like alkyl groups, acidic nature will be more. So already this is electron withdrawing group. Electrons are moving this side. But if alkyl groups are more, means acidic nature will be reduced. So comparing methyl group, this is somewhat bulky group, ethyl group. So nitromethane has less acidic character than this one. Then 2-nitropropane is having less acidic character than this nitroethane because we have two electron releasing groups. So here this is alpha hydrogen. The hydrogen has to leave us H+. To leave the hydrogen as H+, here electron density should be less. Electron withdrawing group is withdrawing all the bonded pair of electrons. Electron density decreases, hydrogen can easily leave. But due to electron releasing groups, again electron density will be increased. H+ cannot easily leave. So based on the leaving of H+, acid nature is decided. So due to electron releasing groups, acidic nature decreases. So this acidic nature is mainly due to this alpha hydrogen. Okay. So comparing nitroethane, 2-nitropropane has less acidic character. What about tertiary? One more question. What about acidic nature of tertiary nitroalkane? Is this acidic in nature? No. So alpha hydrogen is not there, which cannot leave us H+. So this tertiary nitroalkane is not acidic in nature. Then as I told, comparing nitro form, ASCII form will have more acidic character. So with this question is over. Next we move into preparation of nitro compounds. There are 5 preparation methods for preparing nitroalkane. First one, from alkyl halide we can prepare it. Or take ethyl bromide or bromoethane, which is added with alcoholic potassium nitrite, NO2 nitrite. So we take alcoholic potassium nitrate. When we heat it, there is a liberation of potassium bromide salt with the formation of nitroethane. Potassium bromide is liberated along with the formation of nitroethane. This is laboratory preparation. In a small scale, we can prepare nitroalkanes in this method. Then in large scale manufacturing process or industrial preparation, we take the mixture of gases like alkane and nitric acid. So 2 gases have taken. So this gases mixture is passed into a red hot silicon tube where we maintain temperature 675 Kelvin. So due to this, there is a liberation of water molecule. Water molecule will be liberated. Remaining we get alkane. Nitroalkane will be formed. So nitromethane is obtained when we pass the mixture of methane and nitric acid. Instead of methane, if you take some other alkanes, you will get a different nitroalkanes. So this is second preparation method. Third preparation method, from alpha halo carboxylic acids, CH3COOH acetic acid, one hydrogen is replaced by a halogen. So this is called monochloroacetic acid. Okay. Now this monochloroacetic acid is heated with aqueous sodium nitrite solution. We heat it with aqueous sodium nitrate solution. There will be a liberation of sodium chloride, carbon dioxide. Remaining we get CH3NO2. So nitromethane can be prepared with the liberation of carbon dioxide and sodium chloride. Next, fourth method, oxidation method. We can oxidize tertiary amines. It's called tertiary butyl amine. Tertiary butyl amine is oxidized using aqueous potassium permanganate using as oxidizing agent. Then there is a liberation of water molecule. So oxygen will be added along with the liberation of water molecule. We get tertiary nitroalkane. So this is called 2-methyl-2-nitropropane. Then fifth preparation method is also oxidation method. So here we can take acetaldehyde or acetone oxide. Generally we take oximes, aldehyde oximes as well as ketone oximes. So we may take acetaldehyde, CH3CH double bond NOH. When acetaldehyde is oxidized using trifluoroperoxyacetic acid. CF3COOH means trifluoroacetic acid. Now one more oxygen is there. So CF3COOH means this is peroxyacetic acid. Trifluoroperoxyacetic acid in the presence of this acetaldehyde undergoes oxidation process. So we get nitroethane. Okay, so these 5 are preparation methods to prepare nitroalkane. With this, today's class over. Tomorrow we start the preparation of nitroarenes. So the simple compound nitrobenzene, how to prepare nitrobenzene, that we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, thank you.